Hello guys, this is Riverrun, and today I'm going to be doing another vlog, and thus continuing this vlog week. And since this vlog week is shortly coming to a close, I thought that I would do sort of a small series within this. And I haven't really talked about this subject very much in any of my videos, in any of the 200 plus videos that I've put out in the last 2 years. But I have, or almost 2 years, but I really think that you guys should know why I started this channel, how I got up to this point, what my gaming history is, and stuff like that. So I'm going to be putting together a trilogy of videos, a new series of vlogs called The History of My Gaming History, and it's basically going to document all the stuff that I have done gaming-wise in my lifetime. And there's going to be, in the 3 parts, this is a trilogy, so the 3 parts are going to be my early childhood. This is going to be stuff that, how I started gaming, what my first gaming experiences were. That's going to be this video. The next video is going to be sort of my golden age, what I call my golden age of gaming, sort of when I was 6 and 7, somewhere in that area. And third one is sort of when I moved here to where I am now, to a different state, up to present day. And this is going to take up a course of 3 days, and hopefully you guys enjoy this. And as I said before, this video is going to document my early childhood and my gaming experiences within it. So let's get started. And so when I the first game that I ever got was called Cinderella, and it was for the Game Boy Advance. And it was the first handheld that I ever had, and it was pretty awesome. I liked it a lot. As I said, it was the first game that I ever played on it, and I think it was the first game that I ever had on it, besides, Mario games, a few Mario games, stuff like that. But that was the first game that I actually played, and I remember quite well because it was the first and last game that I ever played that was rated C for child. I didn't know that rating even existed until I went on to the rating board website. I can't remember. ESRB, I think it's called, ESRB rating board. But yeah, I didn't know they even had that rating. I'm pretty sure they discontinued that rating a couple of years ago. So that's probably going to be the last game that I will ever see to come out with that that rating. But back to the point. So this was my first game, and I didn't know what it was. So generally, I would have to ask my parents for help. And at the time, my dad was an expert gamer. He had completed hundreds of games. He was playing Oblivion at the time. He put like several hundred hours into that game, and I play the exact same. I play on the exact same save file that he did with his game. But during that time, he was kind of a gaming master, so generally I would ask him. So he said that he told me the controls, what to do, general stuff like that. And once I figured it out, it was pretty fun. It was pretty general gameplay. Obviously you play as the princess. You have to go to the castle, save the princess from the evil witch, stuff like that. And the one thing that I really remembered about that game was that it actually, the part coming up to the path of the castle, the witch, the witch I called her, I don't remember the actual name, but I called her the witch, and so the witch, she makes a weed path, and you only have a certain amount of hits to do to clear out a path for the weeds, and then you have to walk through as you're doing it. And then there was like obstacles where you couldn't break it, stuff like that. And it was pretty hard. I probably put like 2 hours into that one section. That was supposed to take like 30 seconds to beat. On the first, well, if I did it on the first try, but no one would do that. That game was hard, especially for my age of 3. So I beat the game. It took me about 4 hours to beat the game total. After I did, I'm like, wow, that was awesome. I love video games. Can I have another one? So we went to the the store, and we bought a brand new PC game, brand new computer game that I had never seen before. And at the time, Dora was an actual like good series that was actually putting out like legit episodes. This was 2005, 2006 era, so generally Dora was pretty popular in that age, at my age. So we got a Dora game, and I actually have that. I still have that game. It is Dora and the Lost Temple, and that game is actually pretty fun to me to this day. It's pretty enjoyable, and that game was actually made E for everyone, and it was not rated C's like Cinderella, and I'm glad that it wasn't, because I would get made fun of for playing that at 12 if it was rated C, but fortunately, it was rated E, which was cool, because it's a fun game, even at my age. But it was a point-and-click adventure, something that you would think Dora would be. It was pretty fun, adventure, point-and-click thing. And I had a lot of fun with it. I beat that game about like 2 or 3 times, and then I go to my dad like, I beat the game. What game do I do now? And he pulls out this case, and I can't read because I'm 4, and so he reads it out to me, Kingdom Hearts, and I don't remember what console it was. I think it was a PlayStation 2. I'm not completely certain, but I think it was PlayStation 2. It was the original Kingdom Hearts, and I think it was PlayStation 3. I'm not sure. I can't remember. But that started sort of a craze between me and my dad. We played that game a lot. We probably put 100 hours into it over a course of like 1 or 2 years, and that game was really fun, and it was hard for me. It was really hard. Unfortunately, I had my dad to help me along the way. It was probably my first like legit gaming experience, because it's an actual game that I can play nowadays. I actually have a demo of Kingdom Hearts 3D on my 3DS, and that game's pretty cool. But I don't think, well, I have the demo, so I don't have the full game, but that game, I think the original Kingdom Hearts still holds up as a great game to this day, and I'm glad that I got to play that early in life. And I think that was the turning point in my life to being like, I am a gamer. I know what I'm doing with games. I can play games, and I can have fun, and I can know what I'm doing. And that was sort of how I went into my golden age of gaming. which I will talk about in the next episode. And make sure to like, favorite, subscribe. I'm to watch all of my other videos. Make sure to check out the next episode in this vlog series, as well as all the other Coppercast channels. And until next time, this is Ververon, signing out.